Hey everyone, Cloud9 here, and this is going to be a little different type of video than what I normally post. As you can probably hear, maybe not, I am sick. I've been super sick for the last 2 days. I've been nauseous, my head hurts, I'm dizzy, everything's loud, and it sucks. So I wanted to post a new song cover within the next couple days, but since I'm sick right now, that's probably not going to happen, so I'm going to post this instead, and hopefully I can get through all this without dying or anything like that. So sorry if I don't sound as happy-go-lucky as I usually do, but yeah, I'm sick. So as you can see from probably the title of this video, recently my fellow voice actor and friend Scribbler posted a 55 things you don't know about me video, and she tagged people in it at the end of it, and she tagged anyone who had ever voice acted for her before, and now me being someone who has voice acted for her in the past, I decided to give it a shot because I'm sick and I can't think of anything else to do when I'm sick, and I wanted to record something, and it's raining outside, and yeah. So we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna give these questions a try. I have the questions up here, and I'll try to put them in the description if you want to give this a try, but I may answer some of these, I may not. But yeah, I'll just go through them, and maybe you'll learn a little bit about me. So here we go. Number 1, sexual orientation. Okay. I am what's referred to as pansexual. So I don't really like someone based on their gender or their sexuality. I just like them based on who they are as a person. So I don't really see anything like that when I'm attracted to a person, but it could, yeah. So yeah, pansexual on that one, and you can look up what that means if you don't know. What I'm really bad at, time management being one of them. I am probably one of the worst procrastinators that I have ever known. I always push things off until the last minute. I am a strong believer in putting things off to tomorrow when you could have done them today, and I want to work on that, but I'm really bad at that. I'm probably bad at other things, but time management is the first thing that comes to mind. The one person whose arms I'd like to be in. Right now, my mom's, because I'm not feeling well, and she always takes care of me when I'm sick. That's probably one of the things I'm going to miss when I go off to university, to college, but right now, she takes care of me when I'm sick, and she's been taking care of me, which I really appreciate. So, yeah, probably my mom's. My best first date. I've never been on a date, so that kind of negates the purpose of this question. I've been in relationships, but I've never actually been on a proper date. So, yeah, skip that question. A description of my self-esteem. Okay, it's not very high. There are things that I know I'm good at. There are not many, and that I'm passionate about, but my self-esteem isn't very high. I have anxiety. I have depression sometimes, a little bit depressive episodes, but my overall self-esteem isn't very high, and I'm trying to work on that by, surrounding myself with people who I know appreciate me, or trying to do things that make me feel good about myself, doing things that I like, but yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be worked on. Who my best friends are? Oh, I would say, in real life, I don't have a ton of friends, and I don't really see that as a bad thing. Of course, there's those people who you see every day and you say hi to, when you see them, but, I would say probably in school is where my, 2 best friends are. I hang out with them. There's 2 girls who I hang out with probably every single day. We talk every single day. They message me, and so there's them. And apart from that, all the people that I've met through doing MLP fan stuff, the people who I talked to on Skype, the Remembrance cast, Scribbler, just Ashley, you forget everyone. Oh, the Dazzlings chat, Misha Halligan, wow, there are just so many. I can't name you all in this video, but you know who you are, so you're a big part of my life, and yeah, those people I would consider my best friends. My favorite book. Ooh, okay. I would say the first books that come to mind are kind of a cop-out, and it's the Harry Potter books. I love all of them, but my favorite one would probably have to be the fourth book, Goblet of Fire. That's probably my favorite one of the bunch. It has sort of the best action that I've ever read, and the best storytelling, and it's kind of a pivotal moment in that series, so like pivotal plot points happen in that book, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, that's probably my favorite book. Biggest turnoffs. First one that comes to mind for me is people who are not honest with you, people who aren't genuine, people who don't act like themselves. Just basically people who are fake. I can't stand fake people, people who try to manipulate you to get what they want, people who are nice to you just so they can get what they want. If you're gonna be my friend, I want you to be genuine, and I want to connect with you over who you are, and I want you to be able to be who you are in front of me, and I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, because then I'm gonna feel bad. But yeah, probably people who are ingenuine. Yeah. A description of my best friend. They can always make me laugh on, even on my saddest days. They always have a story to tell me. They're always upbeat and bubbly. I don't think I've ever seen them sad for more than a day, and we can always cheer each other up, and they're always a person I can go to if I'm ever feeling sad or something's happened, and we're always there for each other. Let's see. We're on 10 now. My favorite animal. Oh, shoot. I love animals. This is gonna be hard. I would say my favorite animal is either a tie between an owl or a panda. I don't know why. Just owls are cool, and pandas are cute, and so yeah, probably an owl or a panda. 11, I think we're on now. 11, someone I miss. Someone I miss. I don't know. Someone I miss? Probably, my coworkers from my part-time job. That may sound strange, but for those of you who don't know, I work at a haunted house around Halloween, and I have a bunch of friends who are in my house. We're all in the same house, and we all act together around Halloween in the house, and but I only get to see them around that time of year, so I don't get to see them too often because they all have lives. So I wish I could see them more often, but yeah, I miss them probably. They're one of the main people that I miss. The reason behind my last breakup. My last breakup was probably over a year ago, and it was very abrupt, and I don't remember the exact reason for it, but I didn't want it to happen, but it had to happen, and it was very sad for a long time, and it took a long time for me to get over it, and like I said, I didn't want it to happen, but it was something that had to be done, and I've moved on now, but it was just something that had to happen. What I did yesterday, I went to school, I came home from school, I got sick, and was in bed for probably the majority of the afternoon and the night, and I was sick for most of the time. That's really what I remember. I got sick yesterday. So there's that. What my greatest achievements are? Oh, shoot. Wow, going back to the self-esteem question, I don't have many achievements. Having the courage to start a YouTube channel and put myself out there, and gain a bunch of new friends and gain skills and talents that, and build talents that I was working on in the past, and just be able to build an audience of so many amazing people and have so many friends who I can go to on a dime and ask them for help on things, and they're always willing to help, and just having this community that I can turn to now, and it's awesome. So that's an achievement, I would say. A description of a person that I dislike the most. So here's the thing with this question. I try to not dislike people, because that's not something I'm into. I don't like disliking people, because that's not a nice way to live. The only people I've ever disliked are the people who have directly hurt me or done something to me to, like, seriously affect me, which hasn't been a lot of people. Those people that I've ever disliked are people who have hurt me physically, like probably bullies in grade school, or like I said in a previous question, manipulators who try to get what they want and then, like, just take a crap over everything that you love, and just those kind of people. So I could narrow it down to probably one person, but in the past of people that I've disliked, which aren't a lot of people, those are the kind of people that I dislike the most. I don't know if you can hear it, but a giant truck just went by and messed up my recording, so thank you, truck. My favorite songs right now. My favorite songs right now, I've listened to the Hamilton soundtrack on repeat for about 2 months now, probably over 2 months. A few months now, because I love that soundtrack so much, and it's very good, and I'm obviously tardy to the Hamilton party, but yep, that one's really good. Favorite songs? Anything by Fall Out Boy or Panic at the Disco is something that I'm always going back to, so those ones are always good, especially Fall Out Boy in the summer I like to listen to. So yeah, probably a few other Broadway soundtracks, but yeah, those are my probably favorite songs at the moment. How my last kiss went down. Ooh, this one I'll have to go back a little bit in my memory. It was probably my last relationship. It was probably around the time that I first started working at the haunted house. There was someone there who they were in a different house than me, but we were able to form a relationship, and we ended up having a long rant talk one night at about midnight on a picnic bench in the parking lot, because she was having a rough day, so I wanted to help her out, and we ended up kissing on the park bench, and at the time it was really nice and I enjoyed it. So yeah, there's that. What I find attractive in the preferred sex. So here's the thing, I don't have a preferred sex, I just, so maybe I'll take it as what I find attractive in the preferred person. Someone who's genuine, that's the number one thing, probably. Someone who's kind, someone who accepts me for who I am, flaws and all. Sense of humor is also a big one. And someone who can share and relate to same interests as me, probably. So, yeah, if you have all those qualities, then you're a great person, attractive person in my eyes. All the pets I've ever had, number 19. My first pet that I remember was my goldfish, who, if you've seen my 50 Facts About Me video, jumped out of the bowl and killed itself, and my cat ate it, so there's that. My family had 4 cats growing up when I was super little. They weren't mine. They were technically my family's, but I treated them like they were mine. There was Elsie, she was the scaredy cat. There was Butch, who was also a scaredy cat. Elsie was more kind than Butch, but Butch was a right down scaredy cat. Tigger, who I named because she was kind of orange looking with black stripes, like Tigger the tiger from Winnie the Pooh. She was great. She was the gentlest of them all, and she was my favorite. And Seven, like the number 7, who I don't know where she got her name from, but she always hid in the basement. She was a big fluffy black cat, and I didn't see much of her. But those are my 4 cats. And then I had a dog from when I was about in 2nd grade till my freshman year of high school. His name was Baxter, and I had him for a long time, and he was my first real pet. He was also my first dog, and he was great. He was so cute and tiny. He looked like Toto from The Wizard of Oz, and he was just a great dog and a great little friend. But yeah, I think those were all my pets that I've had. Where are we at now? Number 20. Favorite flavor of ice cream. I'm lactose intolerant. So I don't eat a lot of ice cream. The ice cream that I do eat is probably on occasion because, like I said, I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't eat a ton of it. But sometimes I just can't resist, and when I do eat ice cream, it's black raspberry. That's my favorite one. 21. The one place I want to be right now. One place I want to be right now. Not sick and maybe at a friend's house hanging out because it's Friday night and I don't go out much. But now that summer's coming up, I want to probably get together with my friends more. So maybe at a friend's house hanging out and doing some stuff. Having some fun. The meanest thing anyone has ever said to me. Oh. The meanest thing anyone has ever said to me. I try to push mean things that people have said to me out because it's not good to hold on to those feelings. It's not good to take what people say to heart because they're just words, and words shouldn't affect you. You shouldn't let them affect you because it's just people saying things, and you should just brush it off and try to be yourself. There's my moral advice of the day. But meanest thing anyone has ever said to me. I remember a comment I got once on a video saying that I was worthless and that I should kill myself, but that was just like standard YouTube comment. But and I just brushed it off and didn't think much of it after a little talk with some of my friends. But I just remember a guy that I was in a relationship once was so berating after we broke up. He wouldn't speak to me for long periods of time. He purposely tried to avoid me. And he would talk about me behind my back, which was the worst thing of all, I would say. He would spread lies about me to other people, and then other people would look at me strangely, and that was probably the worst feeling of all, knowing that these lies were being spread that weren't true, and then other people were thinking of me this way when it wasn't true. So that was probably the worst things that people have said to me, even though I didn't know what those things were at the time. But yeah. Where I've lived before, number 23. I've actually lived in the same house my entire life. College would be the first chance for me to move out and be on my own, so that's exciting. Moving about 2 hours west, which isn't that far, but it'll still give me an opportunity to live somewhere new. I'll love you if... Okay. I'll love you if you're nice to me. You appreciate me for who I am, and you like puppies and you can cook. So, and also, if we could relate on something and share a common interest. But yeah, if you can cook and you like puppies, then we can be best friends. What are my future plans? I would say probably I want to be able to travel out of state for film at some point. I hope college can be an opportunity to do that. Travel maybe to California, work on some stuff there, maybe travel the world, make a film or two or many, hopefully. Just work on my film career and have an opportunity to do something out of state and get out and see the world, maybe. So that'd be fun. An internal conflict I have with myself. Getting me to like myself and appreciate myself more and not put myself down all the time, because that's really hard. It's really hard sometimes for me to look at myself and say that, like, I'm pretty, or I'm funny, or I did something well. Just to appreciate myself more and the things that I do, because I always look at anything that I do or anything that I have or anything that I am, and I say, like, this isn't good enough, or I could have done better with this, why didn't I do better? And it's something that I'm working on and I'm trying to get better at, especially with YouTube stuff now, with videos that I put out or art that I make, but it's something that needs to be worked on. What I'm doing tomorrow, hopefully not being sick. I do have to go out and get some last minute things, because next weekend I'm actually leaving to go to Disney World for a few days, so I won't be around. So I have to finish going out and getting some stuff for that, hopefully if I'm not sick. 28. What I want to be when I get older. Sorry. What I want to be when I get older, probably something to do with, like I said, film, and maybe acting, making movies, editing, something along those lines, maybe making music, just something along the lines of communication, media, film. That would be fun. Also, to get the chance to travel, that'd be cool too, because I've always wanted to travel, see the world. Most embarrassing moment. I can't speak. Most embarrassing moment. 29. Most embarrassing moment. Oh gosh, how do you pick just one? I'm one of the most embarrassing people I've ever met. One that immediately comes to mind, I was probably around between the ages of 8 and 10. I was in an airport, and my grandpa was leaving to take a trip with my uncle out of the country, and we were going to send him off at the airport. So, we were leaving, and my mom said to me, "Go give your grandpa a hug before he leaves." So I ran up to the first old guy I saw and wrapped my arms right around his legs and gave him a big hug, and the guy turned around, and it was not my granddad. And he stared at me like, why is this little tiny child with afro hair and, like, big chubby cheeks hugging me? And I immediately regretted it. I just backed away to my mom, and I didn't say anything for the rest of the trip to the airport. And as we were leaving, my mom said, "Did you hug Grandpa?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did," but I was too traumatized to tell her what happened. So there's one embarrassing moment for you. Number 30. Number 30. 2 of my insecurities. My weight is a big one. It's something that I'm working on. My weight. And also, what's another one? Probably, I would say, my social skills. I'm not good at talking to strangers that I know, or people that I know, even in general in passing. It's something that I'm working on. My social anxiety doesn't help very much, but talking to people and probably my weight. What would I do if I won the lottery? Travel. Number one thing. Have a chance to travel. Help my family pay the bills and help them do things that they've been wanting to do for a little bit, and then be able to travel for myself, travel the world, and maybe get a place of my own out of state and see where that took me. A description of the boy I like. 32. A description of the boy I like. I don't really have a boy that I have a crush on or like at the moment, so maybe I'll just skip that one. What I love most about myself. Love the most? What I love most about myself is probably my ability to create, especially now with this community that I've built on this channel, but probably my ability to create things like these videos that I make. I do audio editing also. My ability to create stuff like that and make things, whether it be art or music or songs or anything like that. Yeah, just my ability to create and be creative. That's something I like about myself, my ability to do that. My biggest pet peeves, people who aren't genuine, people who clip their nails. I hate the sound of nail clippers. What else? I don't have a lot of pet peeves. My pet peeve list isn't very long. What else? People who don't listen to you. That's another one. That, people who don't listen to what you have to say, or people who don't take it into consideration. Those are a few. Probably can't think of any others. But yeah, let's just go with those for now. What bands I've seen live? My first and last concert that I've ever been to, it wasn't really a band. I saw Taylor Swift in concert when I was probably around middle school. That was in one of the cities near where I live. I saw Taylor Swift. It was a long time ago, but yeah, I remember it being super fun. My mom got us like special club seating, so we were able to see like all the special things. But yeah, it was super fun. Haven't been to a concert since then, but I'd maybe like to try it again. 36, I think we're on now. Who my best friends are. We already did that one. Skip. How many kids I want in the future? Right now, 0. I don't plan to have kids anytime soon. I can barely handle myself, so handing another small human isn't really an option for me right now. 39. What I'm really good at? Well, I don't consider myself really good at a lot of things. It's kind of feel self-absorbed to say I'm really good at this. Things that I have talents in, I would say probably art, singing, making videos. What phone? Yeah, maybe making videos, being nice to people. I try to be nice to people, as best I can. But yeah. Most traumatic experience. When my dog died, it's the first time I ever had to experience death. And it was really sad, and it took me a long time to get over that too. But, that was probably the most traumatic experience I can remember recently. Where I would like to live? Anywhere I'm happy. There's not really any specific place I can think of. One place at the moment. Places that I would like to visit to hopefully live one day. Maybe London, Japan. Like to visit Hawaii maybe at some point. I'm going to Italy this summer, so I can cross Italy off that list. But Poland is another one that's could be fun. Thailand. There are a bunch of places. 42. The nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Oh, wow. I always appreciate it when people say nice things to me. It makes me feel like I've done something good and I'm doing things right. Nicest things I remember people saying to me include saying that I'm super kind and super sweet, that I'm a good listener, and I give them good advice even when I don't think I am. It lets me know that I'm doing what I wanted to do and being nice to people. So if they say nice things to me, I know that I've been nice to them. Do I like where I am right now? From a big general life standpoint? Yeah, I would say so. I'm going to college for what I want to go to college for. I have so many nice friends. I'm able to make videos on a regular basis and put out content for you guys that you seem to like. But yeah, I'd say I like where I am right now, and I hope that it gets better and bigger, and I hope for bigger and better things super soon. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. 44. What can I hear right now? The rain outside my window. the cars driving by that are super annoying and messing up my recording. There goes one right now. The humming of my computer, my own voice, the pounding in my head. But most prominent one is those damn cars outside my window. But also, yeah, this is the rain outside and the world going by. My relationship with my siblings. I don't have any siblings. I'm an only child, so I don't know. I guess I'll skip that question too. 46, all the pets I've had, we've already answered that. 47, my biggest worry currently, that what I want to do in the future isn't going to be able to support me. I hope that I can keep making videos and keep putting stuff out that you guys like and doing things on YouTube that makes me happy, but going into the future doing stuff like films and being an editor, possibly acting or stuff like that, I just hope that it can sustain a life and pay the bills and keep me going, and I hope that's something that I can be happy doing. So yeah, I would say that's my biggest worry currently. Let's see. Number 48. Something I've wished for repeatedly. To be happy in the future. Kind of relates back to the other question. To be in a place where I feel like I'm happy and I'm doing the thing that I want to do and live a life that I want to live and be my own person. 49. My relationship with my parents. Very good. I wouldn't say there's anything majorly wrong. I've lived with both my parents for basically my whole life, and they're awesome, and they're super supportive, and of course we have arguments, but we get over them and we move on, and we're happy, so that's good. 50. What words make me the best about myself? What words make me the best about myself? Like, the words that describe me the best? Kind, creative, funny, sweet, myself, unique, headstrong. Those are a couple, I would say. That question doesn't really make sense, but we'll move on. Something I should have said a long time ago. Something I should have said a long time ago. It gets better, and it works out, and don't worry about the future, because you'll get to a place that you had no idea you would be at, but you wouldn't have it any other way, and you're happy where you are, so it does get better, and just push through and you'll be happy one day. What my last text message says? Oh shoot, I actually have no idea. I do have my phone right here, if you couldn't hear it buzzing for the past 10 minutes. Let me check to see what my last text message says. My last text message is actually in a group message between my two best friends, and I messaged them, haha, thanks guys, because they were wishing me a get well soon because I am sick. So, yeah, and it's haha, thanks guys, with a little smiley emoji after it. So, yep, that was my last text message to my two best friends. 53. What I hate most about myself. Didn't we do this question already? I think it's kind of related to another question that we had, like insecurities and stuff. I've already answered that. 54. Biggest turn-ons. Someone who likes me for who I am. Pretty eyes. I don't know. Someone who appreciates me for me. Other than nice eyes, physicality isn't something that I look for in a person. Like, I don't like a person just because they're attractive. A nice sense of humor that I can relate to, that's a good one, but I've said these already, so those are... Anything I've said before of what I like about a person is probably something along those lines. What words upset me the most? Scribbler probably said this in her video, but moist. I don't like that word. No one likes that word. What's another word that I like? Any of the slang that's used like today, like lit. I don't like that word. It's not even a word that probably, I don't like it. Like lit, what does that even mean? Dab, like dabbing in general. I don't like that either. words that require you to use diction. Like, diction isn't even a word that I don't like, because you just sound weird when you say it, and I don't like it. And the last one, 56, I think we're on now? Yep, 56. What I hated the most about school. That I didn't make as many friends as I could have. I know I said before that I didn't have a lot of friends, and I'm okay with that, but I still feel like I could have made more friends. And I wish I had made more friends and been able to do more, but you always wish for that in life, so I feel like I've done enough. And I'm happy where I am, so I hope, yeah, that's good. Anyway, this has been going on for a while, but that was the end of the questions, so I hope you enjoyed, and I didn't bore you too much with too many personal things and facts about me, but I had fun. This was a little bit of gives you a little insight about me, and I hope you enjoyed it. I tag anyone who wants to give this a shot, anyone who's either been on my channel, or if you're subscribed to me, or anyone, if you want to give this a try, and if you do, leave a comment or whatever, and maybe I'll check yours out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm gonna probably go back to bed, and I'll see you guys when I'm less sick and I'm feeling better. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Bye-bye!